No, the quiz you will be seeing is from the original user. To avoid copyright issue, I cut out the parts from the original video and added with a different effect. That way it will not cause any copyright issues. Basically, no, I just cut out from the original video, not the full part. I hope this will be helping for the YouTube community and enjoy the video. Enjoy.
You see the sunrise, a new day's upon you. You bite your nails and you need something trouble. The time is upon you to show them what you can do, and soon they will know that the day has come. Knows that we are gifted just for being who is we are. For being who is we are. Into the night, I hear a storm. And then to the wind is what I believe in. And then to the wind is what I believe. I'm moving. I feel the pressure of the storm. That's all I need. So many names and faces. So many fights that I don't like places. And every day I walk waiting and waiting. No, I'm not too brave. I'm gonna take a stand. I've been brave. I'm telling you I leave. Finally take no day.
I don't know about you, but personally, throughout comics or even manga, there's many people that able to rival the gods. For example, Batman can able to take on Superman, and surprisingly, Dr. Doom can take on Beyonders. And there are some fiction ever happen, but this shows signs that which is much more powerful, man or God. Not personally God, of course, but personally, this actually inspired many characters to motivate to get stronger. Such as these two combatants. Frieza, the Emperor of the Universe and rival to Goku and Vegeta of Dragon Ball Universe. And Spawn, the Hellspawn of Satan of Hell in the Image Comics. My name is Deso24 and my job to analyze these two combatants to see who will win in a deadly duo. Behold, the greatest army that even rivals against the Earth's government, known as the Frieza Army. Okay, maybe not sounds cool at first, but trust me, this army is powerful. They even wipe out many planets and even recruit the strongest from the Saiyans and also the cold demons as well. However, the one who led this army is none other than, based on the name of his title, Lord Frieza. It's very unclear or unknown how Frieza became power, but from the summary of his father King Cold, it stated that Frieza is also royal blood to the Frieza basically Cold Empire. You see, King Cold is going to retire, and personally, he needed a new heir. And no, not cooler, but Frieza. And personally, Frieza is the right choice for many reasons, once we get to the analysis. And for starters, surprisingly at a very young age, he's surprisingly over 70 years old. Yeah, and personally I thought Saiyans are longer than that. Personally, Frieza is one of the Frieza race, the hybrid mutants, or should I say ice demons. Personally, he taught himself rule of the universe for many reasons. While he may be lazy in combat, but surprisingly, his race is pretty strong in terms of for certain abilities. He have plenty to cover that may take forever, but for sake, I'll give some little details about it. Personally, he had the supernova attack, which is be said to destroy a planet. Same with the death being, well, death being only kill a person, but his bomb deaths, know that he Death Saucer, which is similar to Krill's Destructive Disc. He also had the Death Wave. And knowing that, he also had the Imprisoned Ball, which showed, for example, Krill's deaths. And on the have the Noble Strike, and also the Cage of Lights, which he showed a lot of based on death beams. And surprisingly, he is resistant to Impale Immobilization and also resistance Eration, which I'll get to that later once we get to the transformations. And of course, no other Dragon Ball fanboy knows this one. While there are transformations of Frieza, such as his first form, and to his second, and also his third form, which in my opinion is total ripoff to the Exomorphs. But personally, his fourth true final form is pretty powerful. And his full power is pretty cool, but his final form is actually his golden form, which he able to rival against Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form, and he will take on the whole assassins. Oh, and did I mention that Frieza is resistant to based on iterations? Well, with his golden state form, he was able to survive and also control the Hakai energy from Universe 9 Assassin. So basically enough, it to be stated that it can destroy anyone, including a person, with ease. But for Frieza, he managed to hold it off and then use it against Goku. And basically enough, actually pretty terrifying, you really think about it. But even being raised, Frieza is basically not one of the strongest. Even surviving many blows, including holding the raisins. Basically enough, he able to conquer nearly every single planet and sometimes destroy them in some occasion. He wiped out planet Vegeta, destroyed Earth before it being brought back, and able to kill off, well, basically a dozen of Universe 9 assassins. He tortured Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin, all the Namekians, and even almost Gohan as a result. Plus, he also defeated Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Nell, King Cold, Bardock, and his first one, of course, Frost, Raccoon, and even Jimrizi, which at best is during turn of power. Basically enough, Frieza is pretty strong at his best. But however, Frieza isn't actually invincible. Basically enough, he's been killed by Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Vegeta Trunks, and almost Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Plus, his prideful and argue may be his greatest weakness when it comes to fights, and sometimes his talents can be used against him, such as the Death Saucer. Plus, he has a strange weakness to get cut, and clearly can't tell time. Despite these flaws, Frieza had proven time and time again that even death cannot stop him. He survived many blows, including almost getting erased, well, twice. If basically enough, Frieza will be determined to conquer the planets one by one, and even get revenge, and then later blow up their planets. There's a reason why Frieza calls himself the Emperor of the Universe for a reason.
Maybe I'll quit with the warm-up and start fighting seriously.
This one don't need a name. Basically enough, everyone knows who's this mysterious black man with a red cloak named Spawn. Seriously, Spawn is literally a powerful threat. Even once take on both God and Satan at the same time. And he experienced the comic series of Image Comics and basically enough poisoned the box office. However, before he came to be, he was known as Simon. Frankly, his boss decided to end Simon's life once and for all, and personally ending and terminating his contract permanently, both figuratively and literally with fire, and killing him and no longer living. I mean, come on, who doesn't have to kill this guy for many assassinations? I guess, well, based on that. But what his boss didn't know, he made a mistake. You see, Simmons was later met the one and only Moriko, the demon lords of hell. And basically enough, he saw what Simon can do, and basically enough, want him to be as the captain of his Hell's army. Basically enough that he struck a deal with Simon, and Simon agreed, only to get to see his wife one more time, as a Hellspawn at least, but then later on he get tricked as a result. After this betrayal and after his fate worse than death, Simon decided to swear vengeance against Mirko for tricking him to ever see his wife again. Well, in cartoon, but still, he swore vengeance against the demons along with Mordeno, sorry, and gave his brand new name, Spawn. Ever since the late 90s, it's pretty interesting to knowing this guy is pretty tough. Besides as Image Comics bestseller, Simon, or should I say now, Spawn is a living Hellspawn, and personally one of the most strongest ones out there. And like any Hellspawn, he has superhuman strength and speed. Plus, it's pretty interesting to know a lot of him because, well, basically now he's a Hellspawn, Hell King, and Divine Being in some reasons. Personally, it had to do with his incredible abilities, and it's hard to talk about each one, so we're just gonna keep it simple. Basically now, as a Hellspawn, he get able to regenerate, and also I already explained before, even though not in this analysis, superhuman strength and speed. Knowing that, he also will have reality warping for some reason. He get able to shapeshift to anyone else. As a human self, he still protect his expert as a marksman and knowing every single gun out there. And still a Hellspawn, he get able to have abilities of telekinesis and Kurigi. And knowing that, he get able to teleport due to that wicked cloak he have. And surprisingly, if he needs to use it anything, he have the life force absorption, where at best absorb his victim's life or based on getting them back. Hey, he's Hellspawn. What else? But surprisingly, he had dimensional malignation at his disposal as well. And surprisingly another, he had the life and death elimination along with mind elimination, which he controlled his victim minds and used his own bad will with his telekinesis. Plus, his life and death elimination could choose which one who deserved to live and the one deserved to die. And I think he should have done that with, say, the little Satan himself. And to be as a Hellspawn, he had the one spare suit that could able to help him fight. The K7 Lucuria. This black wicked symbiote suit is based on one of the most fascinating suits that known to man. Personally, it can able to create spikes, chains, claws, etc. There's a lot. And beyond a simple suit, it can help to regenerate as well. Plus, it had limits by imagination, so basically now it's pretty endless. Seriously, it's kind of like a unlimited supply of ammo that never goes out. Plus, it also now protection where at best can survive many wounds. And of course, Spawn is known for his guns. There's a lot, but personally, there's a lot of guns out there. But at best, he knows how to use it since during his life career as well. But if he needs to go anything, he transformed to GodSpawn. GodSpawn is a transformation that even rival against God and Satan combined, and with it can able to remake the universe and rule it with the modern existence. I know that seems a little bit crazy. Plus, it also actually increases superhuman abilities far beyond the reach. However, he later on cannot hold this for long. But basing on with it, it's pretty much more stronger. Spawn is a little savage in combat, and with plenty of feats out there, he fought eventually with a savage dragon, have fought a lot of thugs, cyborgs, demons, angels, and even Hellspawns in all his life. Plus, he also during his first Rainbow's power with his suit, able to escape from heaven, literal heaven. That's actually kind of sound really cool if you think about it. Plus, he also survived encounters with the skill Hellspawn, such as the Hunter Angela. No, not like Marvel Angela. More like Spawn Universe Angela. And while we the god, he able to recreate the earth without hell on it. And despite that, he also defeated both God and Satan. Wow. For a user to be a human to a Hellspawn? Spawn is literally the definition of God Killer. But Spawn ain't perfect without plenty of flaws. He can only be killed by holy weapons, well, depending on the comics. Plus, he can be killed by deception. And plus, there's also a thing called dead zones. That even the dead zone is reduced Spawn's powerless. Plus, the green world is a dimension that drains Spawn's powers if this fight ever takes place in the green world, which that'd be unfair to do. Oh, I forgot to mention, if he takes his necroplasm too much, he can't basically sent back to hell. Personally, I forgot to mention that power analysis, but you get the point. There's a lot about Spawn you may not know. But yeah, with necroplasm, it's pretty much too powerful and can even send him back to hell where he wants to be. Despite this, Spawn is pretty much more powerful than you ever imagined. He is known for as a divine being, a Hellspawn, and an assassin. But personally, he's an anti-hero no matter what happened. He's a literal agent of Hellspawn and willing to take anything to get his vengeance against ones who tricked him. Needless to say, do not underestimate Hellspawn Image Comics' true divine being.
You win. I'm sick of this.
Alright, combatants have been done analyzed. Before I reveal who's the winner, let's go see the results get spotted, shall we? Let's go! Alright, over 38 votes. Frieza gets 28.9 votes, based on percentage, and Spawn gets 71.1 percentage. Wow, basically enough, Spawn had much more votes than Frieza, huh? Well, anyways, basically now, let's get to the con, because there's actually only one con for this episode. How come I feel like it's more than one? But anyways, let's get to the comic. Alright, for the Spectre Knight, that sounds really cool name, he said that Spawn, he will get a win because Frieza can't even hurt him. Well, I can see potential, but there are some ways. Even with a healing factor, sometimes healing factors don't work. But I can see why you say Spawn gonna win this one's Spectre Knight. Good opinion. But anyways, now we get to the point. Let's get to the winner. And the winner between the Emperor of the Universe versus the King of Hell is Spawn. Okay, they ain't too surprising who can win this fight, but if I were being honest, this has to be a close fight. Now, basically enough, I feel like it breaks the whole entire Dragon Ball fan base. Anyway, but anyways, to be fair, it's either that or the Space Assault. But let's get to the category to see how Spawn wins this fight. Alright, for Speed Bench, I am definitely gonna give it to Spawn. Well, back, basically enough, Spawn can be able to keep up with many people within his own realm. Heck, he was able to keep up with the 8th Spear of Hell. It's in existence of himself, of course. While best that Frieza can't able to keep up with Goku and Super Saiyan Blue, and plus, if I were being honest, if this takes place in Spawn Universe, this will be unfair. So basically enough, I would take it. Okay, I know it seems a little bit rocky start, but personally it has to be solid. But I will change Strength Branch into Spawn. The reason why Spawn gets the Strength Branch is because basically now Spawn has fought both of God and Satan, which at best were multiversal. While at best Frieza could be possibility at multiple universal levels, but at best he didn't want to defeat those universal such as Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So yeah, you probably guess who gets the strength. But both challenges I'm giving to is both of them, because basically now they have knowledge and learn from their opponents, and even after death like Frieza, his demonic death, he still learned from his actions, and personally is shown in current power, and Spawn learned his death by taking vengeance. So based enough, the talent benefits I am giving to is both objective balance. But by representing experience, Frieza definitely gets it, because based enough, Frieza have a lot of experience against people like Spawn, and may ensure he never had to face up an actual demon, but Frieza has fought several opponents who are stronger than him, such as Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and even Resident Universe, including Turn Power, Toppo, and even Jiren. So basically now, experience match I am giving to is Frieza. And for durability, it's pretty obviously who gets it. It's Spawn, because basically enough, okay, besides his regeneration, Spawn can actually survive many things. Heck, the only way that he can be killed is by holy weapons or his soul get raised. While Frieza does manage to survive the Hawkeye energy from Universe 9, but from Universe 11, God starts with Toppo is pretty horrible. But for this big, durability gave it Spawn. And at the end, Spawn stopped Frieza in both speed, strength, and durability, and while both are intelligent and Spirit have much experience, but even that, Spawn is definitely the winner. Now this actually really come close, because even though Spawn and Frieza has survived soul racing before, but at the end, the only difference is Spawn can survive much more than Frieza than the time he was able to take on the Universe 9 Assassins and also Toppo. So yeah, it's a little hell for Frieza. The winner is Spawn.